Today we're going to make a translucent 3D sphere. So to do this, firstly we need to open a file. So go to Fireworks file, 800 by 800 should be fine, with a background of white. So open it up. First thing we need to do is a circle. So if you press the Shift key and drag across, creating a solid circle. We need to change that to a gradient, and that's a radial gradient, and change the colour from the inner colour, which is sort of light blue, to the outer colour, which is a sort of a medium blue. So we've got a slight glow in the middle. Okay, great. Next thing we need to do is do another sphere. This time it needs to be solid, so drag across. It's about a third of the size of the original, and it's solid white. Okay, and what we need to do, position is just at the top. We need to copy this, so Control C, Control V, and the next one we need to change to a gradient, and that's a linear gradient, and the colour is black and white. Now I can never remember which way these go around, so we'll put the white at the top and the dark at the bottom and see what happens. I think that's right. So what we're going to be using this for is to create a transparency mask. So if we highlight that and Control X to cut, highlight the second circle and create a map. So highlight the map and Control V to paste into position. Down the bottom here under properties, we select grayscale appearance. So what we've got here is we've got the more white at the top blending down, which is exactly what we want. So highlight that. Control C to copy, because we actually want to use this at the bottom. Control V to paste. That down. That's the wrong way round, so we want to modify, transform, flip vertical. So I've got that, and that's slightly too big, so we want to transform that in size. So Control Shift T, and we want that about 80% of the original size. Okay, now move that down to the bottom. There we have it. So let's select these two, and to get a more blended look, we're going to blur. So add Gaussian blur, and probably sort of, I'm going to go about 10 to 15. So let's go to 15. Okay, that. If we press away off, we'll see we've got a slight look to give the highlight at the top and the bottom. Right, last thing to do is create a shadow at the bottom. So select the original circle, Control C for copy, down, Control V at top to get the circle back in. Now, with the original, what we need to do is modify the size, so transform, numeric transform, or numeric, select constrain proportions you do not want to do, so we want to keep it 100%, and we want about 60 for the top, so okay. Well, that's already at the back, so at the colour at the sides, we don't want a dark blue, we want a grey. So what we do now is when we add blur to this, we'll have the translucency coming through with the appearance of the light coming through the sphere. So what we're going to do is add another blur to this, so it's a Gaussian blur, maybe a little bit of time, maybe about thick. There we go. And now select everything, and what I'm going to do is modify this at Control Shift T. Constrain proportions again, so I want it about 50% just to get an idea of what it'll look like. Okay, you might want to group these, so Control G, or just press the group button. So move that out of the way, let's have a look at it at 100%. As you can see, a glowing translucent sphere. Play around with the settings, see what you come up with. You might be able to get a better glow than this. If you can, let me know.